We're going to explain in this take what the What's That game's about. In this particular activity, what we want you to do is to look for features in the videos that are unexpected or odd. It's one of the things that we're interested in knowing. For example, if there's something really bright in the field of view, sometimes it can produce little ghost rings and loops around these objects. So you can see here there's a bright planet, and there's a ring which goes around that planet. It's useful for us to know when these are in the images, because sometimes they can be quite subtle and they can be confused with some of the solar storms. So if you could tell us when you see those things. If they occur throughout a video, then maybe record the start and end time. That would be helpful. So we're at the start of this video. I can see a ring, so I'm going to choose that as an optical effect and click record. Just tells us when that occurred. So I'm now going to play the video. Now the sun's over here as usual. This is the solar wind material, and these bright stars moving through the field of view have vertical lines coming down from them. We're not really interested in those. That's a feature of the way that the images are read out in the computing side of the spacecraft. But what we're interested in is anything that's odd. Now I saw what I think were a couple of particle hits early on. This is dust hitting the spacecraft. Now we're interested to know about that because the spacecraft are moving around the sun, and we want to know what the distribution of dust is. So, well, there we are. If I just pause the video and go back, try and locate the exact frame. Particle strikes tend to look like lots of stripes that are moving across the image, and you'll notice they're not coming from the location of the sun. The sun would be about here. Radiating outwards from that is the solar wind, but these particle hits are trails that move through the images. And some of them can be quite subtle. So that's one, and so I'm going to record that as a particle event and then carry on playing, see if I can see any more. I thought there was one either before or after that. Saw another one there. Let's just pause the video and wind it back. I've probably overdone it, so we'll play it again. There it is. Try and home in on the exact frame that caused that particle strike. Like I say, it can be quite subtle sometimes. And my mousing activity is not as good as it could be because I've been struggling through the snow to get here, so I'm quite cold. Somewhere here, there was another one. I hope this is giving you confidence that it's not just you that's finding it hard to zone in on these things. There we are, that's the frame. So you can see again here there are stripes coming down from a position which isn't where the sun is. So I'm going to mark that as a particle strike, and then finally, let's just play the video to the end to see if this optical feature stays in throughout. There was another particle strike there, but I shan't bore you by scaling that on this video. I think this is going to be here, but you can see it's moving into that solar wind stream, so it could look like some sort of solar wind feature. That goes to the end of the video, so I'm just going to mark the optical effect at the end of the video so that we both know that it's travelled throughout the whole thing. And that's what we need you to do in What's That?